What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of BWT. I will be recapping the Yankees and White Sox series, and then I will be talking about the Yankees' offensive struggles with runners in scoring position. Also going to talk about Luis Severino, and then I will give you some good news around the league that happened tonight. And that's that. All right, so let's get right into it. In the first game of the series, in the bottom of the second, Andrew Vaughn gets the scoring started with a 2-run home run, his 15th of the year. In the top of the seventh, Billy McKinney hits a sac fly to make it 2-1. In the bottom of the eighth, Andrew Benintendi hits a sac fly to make it 3-1. And then Luis Robert Jr. hits a 2-run double to make it 5-1. The winning pitcher was Dylan Cease. His record was now 5-5 with a 4.42 ERA. The losing pitcher was Cole. He is now 10-3 with a 2.75 ERA. And the save goes to Brian Shaw, his first one of the season. His ERA goes to 5.28. This was the game that Aaron Boone got his sixth ejection, which is the most in American League teams. He came out. It was an awful call by umpire Laz Diaz. I wouldn't say it wasn't a strike because it was. The catcher was set up on the inside part of the plate, reached over to the outside part of the plate and got the call. And then Aaron Boone was livid. He came out, he started yelling in the umpire's face, and then he drew a line outside the home plate with his foot. And then he started to imitate Laz Diaz. It was hilarious. He goes up and he just goes. It was funny. Go back and watch it. But he was awful all game, both sides. So I think Aaron Boone just got tired of it. Can't blame him. Especially with the offense struggling the way that it was. And then in the second game of the series, the Yankees get the scoring started with an IKF 2-run double to go up 2-0. Harrison Bader gets an RBI single to go up 3-0. And Jake Bowers hits a sac fly to go up 4-0. In the bottom of the fourth, Luis Robert Jr. hits his 31st home run for a solo shot to make it 4-1. And then in the top of the eighth, we get some insurance by Kyle Higashioka, hit an absolute bomb, 2-run home run, 7th home run of the season to make it 6-1. And then can we get an all rise? My guy Aaron Judge hits his 21st home run of the season to make it 7-1, which was the final score of the game. Clark Schmidt continues to pitch very well. He's a great number 2 right now, seeing how Carlos Rodon got paid a ton of money to come in, have 4 starts, go 1-3 with a 7.76 ERA. That is just awful. Can't stand the way that he has came out and performed this season. The losing pitcher was Tuki Toussaint. He goes 1-5 with a 4.27 ERA. And the Yankees end up winning that game 7-1 to tie the series up. And in the final game of the series, the Yankees continue their offensive struggles. Yasmani Grandal starts it off in the bottom of the second inning, gets an RBI single to go up 1-0. And then Oscar Colas hits a 2-run home run, his third home run of the season, to go up 3-0. In the bottom of the third, Yohan Moncada hits an RBI double to go up 4-0. Giancarlo Stanton in the top of the fourth got a ground ball RBI. He was able to bring in a run to make the score 4-1. In the bottom of the fifth, there was a terrible error by Gleyber Torres. He's getting me very, very annoyed when he makes an error and he just throws these little like kid fits. It's very sickening to watch. You are a professional ball player. Make the damn play. Keep your head down. Like I always tell the kids that I coach, you can't field what you can't see. And Gleyber Torres, he tried to pick something and he looking like that. Like, what do you do? What is going on? And then you're like, oh, like, dude, you're not even looking at the ball. Like, figure it out. Because it's happened way too many times this season. And it's not the glove's fault. Don't look at the glove because that's one thing that you do too, Gleyber. And that really annoys me as well. So figure it out. A run ended up scoring on that error by Gleyber to make it 5-1. And then in the top of the seventh, Giancarlo Stanton hits his 18th home run of the season, solo shot to make the score 5-2. And then in the bottom of the eighth was the dagger for the White Sox. Elvis Andrus comes up with the bases loaded, and he hits a 3-run double down the left field line to go up 8-2. And then right after him, Tim Anderson, you know him by all the viral videos going around this week. He's the guy that got knocked out. Oh man, but he's appealing his suspension, so that's why he's able to play right now. They go up 9-2, and that was the final score. The winning pitcher was Mike Clevenger. His record is now 4-5 with a 3.55 ERA. The losing pitcher, yet again, Luis Severino. His record is 2-7 with an 8.06 ERA. Boom. What are we doing? Why do we continue to throw this guy out there and try to see if he can figure it out on the fly? This dude gives up nothing less than 5 runs or 4 runs every time he goes out on the mound. It's been consistent for the last 4 or 5 starts. And me as a fan, I'm getting sick of watching him. I love the guy because of what he did in the past, but he's not the same guy. Coming back from Tommy John, he's lost a little bit of velocity on his fastball, and I don't know what needs to be done, but I hope that they just DFA him for a couple starts, go down and figure it out in AAA, because you are not doing this team any good at all. Like, this was a big game in the series to be able to go out and win the series. And then we go out and we start Ian Hamilton. And then we bring in Severino from the bullpen. And he still gives up 4 runs in 2 innings. I mean, you don't have to go to Harvard to know, or a big school to know that this guy sucks. He absolutely sucks right now. And what do you do to people that suck? You send them down to AAA so they can hopefully they can figure it out, come back in a couple weeks. Maybe he can help us out in the bullpen. But I do not want to see this guy start again. Not this season. He's gone out there saying that he is the worst pitcher in baseball. Mentally, he's out of it already. You can't go out and say that. Like, all the teams know now that every time that you go out there on the mound every fifth day, that you feel like you're the worst pitcher. So you're going to play like the worst pitcher. And that's what you've been doing. Boom. Just send him down, bro. I'm tired of it. It's really stressful as a fan to watch him just continuously just get smacked all over the ballpark. And runs just it's like a Ferris wheel. It just keeps going and going and going and going and going. Like, I'm tired of it. I'm really tired of it. The Yankees are now 5.5 games back out of the wild card spot, out of the last wild card spot, last in the division. 11.5 games out in the division. But man, as delusional as this might sound, there's still hope. There's still hope. I still believe that we will turn it around. I don't know what is going to be the jumpstart to us turning it around, but hopefully something happens in the clubhouse. They have a players only meeting, or Aaron Judge needs to step up and be a captain and hold these guys accountable, because this is getting ridiculous. I'm sure I'm not the only fan that feels this way. So hopefully they can figure it out, because like I said, there's still hope. It's only 5.5 games. You get hot for a week, you can turn that down. So please, guys, please, for my sanity, figure it out. So now we're gonna switch gears a little bit. There was a no-hitter tonight by Michael Lorenzen on the Phillies, 14th in team history. His first no-hitter of his career. He was traded to the Phillies August 1st, and today is August 9th. And he's already got a no-hitter. He came out and said that the catcher, JT Realmuto, was an excellent guy. He didn't shake him off at all in the first game that he threw to him. And that is huge. To have confidence in your catcher every fifth day, to know that that guy is coming prepared and he knows all these hitters and he knows how to attack them, when to attack, with what certain pitches. That's huge. Phillies might be up to something. They might be up to something. You never know. They broke out last second half of the season last year. So who knows? Maybe they got another push in them. And Yankees. Why is it that when we get runners in scoring position, I feel like we just get so tight as hitters? Like, it's like you guys just go up there just like this and you're not relaxed and at all. As a coach, I always tell my guys to take deep breaths before every pitch, just to calm down, calm the nerves, because baseball is a stressful game, right? You are expected to come through in situations, especially bases loaded, no outs. I cannot tell you how many times that has happened just in this series. At least 3 bases loaded, no outs, and the Yankees get no runs. That's disgusting. That can't happen. If you guys want, you guys can contact my people and I'll give you my rates for hitting classes. So maybe you guys just need something new. I mean, I don't know what it is. And on one end, I'm like, damn, we're getting in these situations. Like, yeah, okay, all right. And then we just continuously choke in those situations. And as a fan, it's like a roller coaster. because you're like, oh, bases loaded, nobody out, bases loaded, nobody out, bases loaded, nobody out, strikeout, double play. What are we doing? Like, it's just stressful watching these Yankees, man. It's been really stressful this season. Can't lie to you. And for my last little thing here, I just want to give some love to the Little League World Series. This time of year is always great for me. I love watching these kids go out there and perform. Right now, it is the semifinals in all the regionals. So, I mean, it's exciting baseball, very exciting baseball. I want to give a shout out to Canton, Mass. They got a team right now. They advanced to the Northeast finals, and they have an opportunity to punch their ticket tomorrow night, Thursday, 7 p.m. against Maine. If they win that game, they go to Williamsport. And I also want to give a shout out to the Little League World Series softball as well. There's a team from Puerto Rico out there. You know, mi Bori, come on, baby, let's do something. But yeah, I've watched a couple of those games as well, and that has been nothing but excitement. So if you have nothing to do during the day, turn on ESPN. There's finals from like 1 o'clock to about 11 o'clock at night. Make sure you guys are liking this video. Make sure you guys share this video. Make sure you guys are subscribing to the network, the Refuse to Lose network. We are growing, and we are only going to continue to grow. Shout out to Joe for starting this all. Man, thank you for this opportunity, Joe, being able to talk about this beautiful game that I love. Even though these Yankees are stressing me out, man, this is fun coming on here. And I hope you guys are having fun during all these episodes, seeing my analysis of this beautiful game that I've loved for quite a long time. And I don't see me losing that love anytime soon. So I'm here to give you all the baseball content from the Refuse to Lose network. Peace.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all at the next episode.